Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I got another hot one coming for you today. Well, I've been looking forward to this one, y'all. And this is the Masterverse Princes of Power Hordak figure. Now, this, to me, looks to be the end-all, be-all Hordak figure. We'll see. It looks like it. It feels like it. And we'll find out by the end of this episode. But as you can see, we have Hordak here. Through the plastic display window, we have Princes of Power, because this is a part of that Princes of Power She-Ra wave. Now, stay tuned for my She-Ra Princes of Power review. We have here Hordak, Mattel. On the side, we got Hordak. On the back, we have this beautiful... Man, I tell you, folks, I can't get enough of the beautiful art that we're given from the Masterverse line. I mean, it just looks so awesome, as well as the Masters of the Universe Origin line. Everything Masters of the Universe art-wise has been phenomenal. I love it. You see Hordak here sitting on the throne. He's shooting some laser beams out his hands or lightning out his hands. He's very powerful. We have Montana. We also have Grizzlor. So they're teasing those two characters. So they may be coming very soon. And here we have on the bottom more characters that are released through this line. Of course, we have She-Ra that I mentioned. We have the He-Man from the Netflix series, Zodak. Stay tuned for that review. We have the Skeletor from the Netflix series, as well as Catra. All right, so now that we've taken a look at the packaging, let's get this guy out of the box. All right, folks, I have Hordak out of the package, and this guy looks phenomenal. You know, growing up in the 80s, you know, watching the Filmation, He-Man, the She-Ra series, the Secret of the Sword film, which introduced Hordak as well as She-Ra into, you know, the He-Man universe. You know, this is the Hordak that we had in those animated episodes. You know, this, for me, is as close as I've gotten to the Filmation Hordak. I mean, I know there's that Super 7 that's super spot on, but man, this looks awesome. This, for me, is a cross between the Filmation Hordak as well as the 2000X Hordak. He has that 2000X look to him as well, and he wasn't no joke in the 2000X show, folks. I mean, we had glimpses or a few moments of him in that series, but overall, this just screams Filmation for me, with the blue Hordak here that we have, as well as the various accessories that this guy is packaged with. That's really what tugs at my heartstring, along with the blue color palette that he utilized for him. Of course, he has that, you know, the black loincloth that he's wearing. He has the black boots with the Hordak emblem here engraved. We have the silver highlights around the boots here in this little web feed as well. I like that. The use of silver that they applied to the belt, as well as with the rest of the figure, looks awesome here. You see the silver here on the hand cannon. And we're going to talk about this very soon, because this is what got me hyped about this character here. But of course, he has a fisted hand. He has the little upper arm, you know, band here with the Hordak emblem. Of course, he has the black gauntlet here around the wrist. And the chest plate here, we have the vintage Hordak chest plate, all black with the gray outlines here. Has that little bone gray outline throughout here around the back here, as well as the sides. And of course, we have the big red Hordak emblem here as well. Again, I love the face sculpt. It has that 2000X / Filmation Hordak look to it. You can only go from side to side, not much articulation with this head. You know, he can go this way, that way. He can go around, actually. So articulation is pretty decent with this guy, head-wise, but you know, you're not gonna, you don't need a lot of articulation with this guy. His overall aesthetic is what pays to what you're getting. You know, overall, man, this guy just looks fantastic. Now, I want to talk about this right here. Now, this is what has me really excited for this character, because we're given a Hordak figure that has the classic hand cannon, because this, one of his many powers and abilities is the fact that he can morph his hands into various weapons. So with this action figure, you're given that opportunity to do that. And that's not something I've had with past Hordak figures. So we have this hand cannon that's colored in this silver deco, which looks fantastic. Nice, sleek, design. Yet there's some detail here with the hand cannon. We have this part here, which will be utilized for a blast effect. So we'll try that out shortly. But then we have the little silver highlights, some mechanical silver highlights here down the arms. Got some detail here on this arm as well with the blue paint that's utilized. Here on this side, we have more of a regular basic arm. You can see the muscle structure. Here it's more of a mechanical arm that's utilized for Hordak. Huge red Horde emblem on the chest. That looks fantastic as well. Again, I love the use of silver that's utilized for the belt as well as the boots. I mean, this guy just screams, just nostalgia all the way through. And I'm just happy, man, to have a Hordak figure like this. Now I mentioned he comes with a number of accessories. So I'm going to take these out right now. He comes with this crossbow. So, the Hordak characters always was packaged with a crossbow. Never saw this thing used in the animated series. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be posing Hordak with this crossbow. Maybe I will. I don't know. But it seems like it's they're utilizing some sort of a translucent plastic with this crossbow, which makes it that much more interesting. So I don't know. We'll see. But I like what they applied in terms of the plastic that's utilized here with the red, with this white crossbow. It brings it out that much more. So I like that. And then we have Hordak's shield. Now this looks awesome. Nice red deco. It's kind of like a metallic red that's utilized for the shield. Nice detail here. You see Hordak's face here. The classic Horde, fins or the classic Horde wings here on the shield. That looks good. Nice design over all the way through. So I like the shield here. So we have the shield, we have the crossbow, and then we have the blast effect. Now this blast effect is applied to the hand cannon. And again, I just love this. This is how I will be posing my Hordak. You're going to place this in here, and there you go. This is just, I love it, man. This is awesome. I love this. Now, this is the Hordak that I've always wanted, man. This is what I always envisioned for my Hordak character. Watching him in the animated series, morph his hands into various weapons and utilize it against He-Man and She-Ra and everybody. I always wanted this Hordak for myself as a kid, and now I always wanted it now as a collector. So, we're getting some really cool things nowadays, folks. Things that, never I would have thought that I would be given or get. And, we're getting them now, man. They're really nailing into the nostalgia of what all these characters stand for, in their respective series. So I like that, man. And again, this guy just looks awesome. And to apply the various weapons that they've applied to this Hordak here, it just makes them that much more fun, to have, as part of my collection. So we have the hand cannon and we have the blast effect here. I'm gonna move it a little closer to the camera. So we have the translucent, blast effect here, which really stands out. So we have that. And up next here, we have a swappable arm, not just a swappable hand, but a swappable arm. So this will go for this arm here that has the hand cannon. So if you don't want the hand cannon look, which I don't know why you wouldn't, you would just swap this out for this arm. So it's pulls off like that, and you attach it, and there you go. So and there, it's a fisted arm. So you have the little fist here. So now you have two arms with two fisted hands. So that's how that works. And also with our Hordak figure, we have this mechanical hand. This just looks so awesome, folks. I mean, this is yet another excellent addition to this set here. Truly adds to the overall fun factor for this set here. Very simplistic yet detailed design for this mechanical hand. Now, if you want to utilize this hand here, you will just take this whole arm here that he has, and you just take out the blast effect that I have attached, and then you peg in this mechanical hand, and there you go. So you have, that versatility of having the arm cannon with the blast effect, without the blast effect, or with the mechanical hand. So you have the mechanical arm that he can utilize against his enemies, He-Man and She-Ra and all those people. Man, this just looks so awesome here. And it truly just speaks to the power and the abilities of the Hordak character from those animated series. You know, again, this is the Hordak that I always wanted. You know, the character who can change and manipulate his hands and arms into various weapons, you know, and everything. So this is the one that I finally have. He looks awesome from head to toe. Now we have all of these accessories. We have the swappable arm. We have the crossbow. We have the shield. We have the swappable hands. We have this beautiful translucent blast effect. And then to top all this off, folks, we have a soft goods cape. Now this is the cherry on top. I love this here. I love translucent weapons and I love soft good items. So this truly adds to just how great this action figure is. So I guess this part here pulls up and we'll attach the cape here. So as I'm guessing this goes. So can this pop? Okay, so we'll just pop the head off here and then we'll add the cape to this here. And he is good to go, folks. So there we go. So we got his cape attached. He looks good. Truly adds to the overall look of the Hordak character. And I'm digging this mechanical hand, folks. I mean, this might be a look that I'll go with as well. I mean, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, man, I like the mechanical hand here. You know, I like the blast effects, but I like this one as well. So articulation-wise, he does have pinless double jointed elbows here. He has, again, nice articulation in the wrist area. He has nice waist swivel, so he can go all the way around here. Articulation in the head is a bit limited due to the sculpting of his little head dress here. You can go side to side. You can even go all the way around. You know, it's just a little tight, you know, due to the sculpting of the headdress and everything. Articulation in the legs work really well. He can do the splits here. He has that upper thigh rotation here. He does have pinless double jointed knees. Go all the way back. Has nice articulation in the foot area as well. So articulation for the Masterverse figures is absolutely phenomenal, folks. You'll be able to put this guy into some really dynamic poses. Always happy with the Masterverse line, folks. It's absolutely one of the best on the market, hands down. And again, just the overall aesthetic of this Hordak figure truly speaks to my heart, and I love it, folks. So this is the one that I always wanted. I finally got him, and it looks like we're getting a lot of those end-all be-all action figures right now. We got a lot of cool figures that really embody everything that these characters, you know, represent. You know, this guy is powerful, folks. He's powerful. He has various powers and abilities. And the fact that you can swap out his hands and his arms for various weapons truly plays up to who Hordak is, and I absolutely love it. And here we have the Horde. Now, these figures are all from the Masters of the Universe Origin line. Here we have from left to right, the Masters of the Universe Origins Mattel Creations exclusive Grizzlor. Then up next we have Montana, and then we have Leech, and last but not least, we have the Horde Troopers. And I gotta say this, even though these are Origins figures, they definitely work well with this Masterverse Hordak. All right, let's get on to the next. And here with our Hordak figure, I have also from the Masterverse line, the thorn in his side, the one who stands between him and total rule and annihilation of Eternia, and that is the one and only She-Ra, Princess of Power. And here with our Hordak, also from the Masterverse line, I have the 40th anniversary He-Man as well as Skeletor. And here we have with Hordak, also from the Masterverse line, Zodak as well as Jitsu. Be sure to stay tuned for my reviews on these two figures as well. And here with our new Masterverse Hordak, I have the Masters of the Universe Origins Hordak, as well as the Masters of the Universe Classics Buzzsaw Hordak action figures. So Hordak, meet Hordak, and Hordak. Hope you all can get along. All right, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this review. And what can I say, man? This Hordak is easily one of the best action figures of the year. I mean, this set has it all for me. I mean, this Hordak truly embodies what this character has always been for me. And to have something like this as a part of my collection is extremely exciting. This is big for me. So I really hope you all enjoyed this review again. You know, be sure to share your thoughts below. Look forward to seeing what you have to say about all of this. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe as well. Ring that bell for all notifications. And folks, again, thank you so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And remember,
I am She-Ra!
until next time, folks. Bye for now.